How to come up with business idea? This is one question which most of the people ask themselves who are not into entrepreneurship but want to get into it, but they don't have a product or they don't have an idea to get into it. So I'm going to decode 3 simple ways how I got my first idea and which still helps me today to get into new businesses and pick up the new business ideas. Let's just dive into it. This is for everyone who wants to get into business who doesn't have a business, and it's for everyone as well who have a business but want to get into a new business and are looking for new business ideas. So there are 3 things. Number 1, choose an industry. Choose what industry are you passionate about, because it's a lie that some industries have big money and some don't. Each and every goddamn industry in the world has some money. Trust me on this. I have looked up on so many cases and I'm trying to find out that one industry which doesn't have money in it or which doesn't have like successful people in it. So no matter which industry you choose, you're gonna be successful, but the only thing is that you need to choose one industry. Let's say you want to choose, in my case, I chose FMCG. In your case, maybe automobile or automation or technology, or get into mobiles or softwares, or maybe get into metals, or maybe get into infrastructure, whatever. Choose one industry, because you need to be very crystal clear and you need to be very focused on this one part, that it all starts with that one thing, with that one industry. So in my case, I wanted to get into FMCG, and the reason behind it, I don't know. I just thought that serving to many people at large on lesser volume or on lesser margin is going to be a much better strategy for me, since I love selling. So I work on this model called high volume, low margin. So that's why I chose FMCG. Maybe for you it can be different. For you it can be real estate, where you want to sell, you want to have low volume and high margin. So whatever it is, choose one industry first. Once you have the industry, now comes the second step. The second step is, there are only 2 ways to get into business or come up with an idea. Either you come up with an idea or a business product which is not there in the market, which is completely new, something like Paytm or Zomato or Uber or Amazon, something like that, something which is not there at all in the market, something new. Or the second option is you come up with an existing product which is already there in the market. The market is already there, the product is already there, but you come up with a product or a service which is cheaper than the existing service or the product, and at the same time is much more valuable and is way better in quality. So you need to think about, either you come up with a new idea or you come up with an existing idea which is already there. So in my case, I couldn't think of something new. I couldn't think of something breathtaking or some novel innovation like Paytm. So in my industry, in FMCG, I just thought, why don't I go with something which is already there? The only thing is I come up with a cheaper alternative of it and give much better quality than the existing product. So this is my strategy. So I came up with the product which is already there in the market. Now, number 3. Once you choose the industry, once you know that whether you're coming with a new innovation or you're coming up with something which is already there, the number 3 is observe. Start observing. No matter where your market is, no matter who your buyer is, just start spending time with them, start observing, start going to that market and start observing. So in my case, in my FMCG, back then in 2013 when I came up with my first idea, for me, the best place, the best market research and the best observation I could find was at the grocery store, a really small grocery store nearby my house. I went there, I stood there for 2-3 hours. Then I went to another one, and then 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th. And I just kept on going and observing the sales, the patterns and the customers of these grocery stores. And I found out after observing a lot that the entire market was shifting to liquids. Well, this I couldn't have found out in any other way. I only found out by observing myself. So this is what you need to do, that you need to observe. So I tell you that first I chose an industry, FMCG. Then I chose that I don't know new product, I don't know anything about this industry, I cannot come up with a new product. So let's just go with something which is already there in the market. And number 3, when I observed all of this, I saw that in 2013, the entire market was shifting to liquids. So hand soaps were getting replaced by hand wash gels. Bathing soaps were getting replaced by shower gels. And dishwash bars were getting replaced by dishwash gels. So in the market in my city at that time, there were only 2 players in an entire city, Vim and Pril in the dishwash gel segment. So I thought the population is huge and there are only 2 competitors. Why not I tap this industry? So I went on YouTube and start learning about it. All you need to do is, after deciding these 3 things, you need to learn and launch your product. And then after you launch your product, trial and errors, then the customer feedback is going to help you out. This is what helped me. So I launched my dishwash gel, and after launching it, I kept on making errors, I kept on selling it to people, I kept on getting the feedback and then improved the product. And from there, from just 10,000 rupees, I built an empire which is worth $1 million today. So this is what you do. It's really easy. It's not hard at all. Coming up with your business idea is the most easy thing. All you need to do is follow these 3 steps and start observing a lot. Well, even now, even in today's generation, in today's time, I just came up with a new idea of hand sanitizers because I started observing the market. So I chose an industry that I want to do something in the FMCG space because I was already present in it with my dishwash gels. Then come up with a product which is already there in the market. I don't have to innovate or think about anything. I can easily learn from Google how to make sanitizers and start my product. So second number is done. And number 3, I observed that because of this COVID outbreak, the demand is crazy. No matter which brand you launch with, no matter how much you are able to supply, market is going to take that in. People are there, people are just buying, they're buying like anything. So I saw this as an opportunity and launched my own sanitizer. And after launching it, after getting feedback, in just 20 days, I launched my own manufacturing facility for that. So now, the thing is, market is going to tell you after these 3 things. It's all about the market, it's all about the feedback, it's all about how you are ready to grind. That's it.